Do you ever feel like your mind refuses to stop? Like no matter what you do, the thoughts keep circling, louder and louder, until it feels like you're drowning in your own head. You lie awake at night replaying conversations, rewriting choices, worrying about futures that haven't even arrived yet, and still no answer comes. Just more noise. You think that maybe if you keep analyzing, if you keep pushing, if you keep turning the same thought over and over, then finally you'll find peace. But the truth is, the harder you try to control it, the further peace slips away. It's exhausting, isn't it? This endless storm inside your head. You try to silence it, but it only fights back harder. You try to distract yourself, but the thoughts follow you everywhere. They creep into every corner, every quiet moment. And yet, what has all this thinking ever really given you? Does it solve the problem, or does it only steal the present moment, pulling you out of life and trapping you in a prison of your own making? The mind can be sharp, yes. It can solve problems, it can imagine, it can create. But when it takes control, it doesn't free you, it cages you. You become a prisoner of constant thought, chained to questions that never end and answers that never satisfy. You think you're protecting yourself by anticipating every outcome, but in truth, you're cutting yourself off from life itself. Because life doesn't wait. It's not hiding in your theories or your predictions. Life is happening now. And while you're lost in thought, you're missing it. Here's what no one tells you. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who notices them. The one who watches as they rise and fall like waves in the ocean. You don't need to cling to every single one. You don't need to fight them or fix them. Let them come. Let them pass. Like clouds drifting through the sky, they were never meant to stay forever. And when you stop trying to trap them, when you stop believing that every thought must be answered, something powerful happens. You create space. In that space, there is silence. And in that silence, there is peace. Not because you forced it, not because you finally solved the puzzle, but because you let go of the need to solve at all. Think about that. How much energy have you wasted trying to think your way into peace? Has it ever worked, or has it only made you more restless, more anxious, more afraid? The stillness you crave is not found in overthinking. It's found in the space beyond thought, the pause, the breath, the now. The present moment is all you ever have. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, only now. But your thoughts trick you. They drag you back to the past, replaying memories you cannot change. They push you into the future, worrying about problems that don't exist yet. And while they keep you trapped in those shadows, life slips by. Every moment missed is gone forever. And deep down you know this. You feel it. That ache inside you isn't just from stress. It's from losing the present. Again and again. But imagine this. Imagine what it would feel like to simply stop fighting. To breathe. To surrender the need to control everything with thought. What would happen if you trusted life enough to carry you? If you stepped back and let the waves move as they were meant to move? You wouldn't lose control. You would gain freedom. Real freedom. The kind that comes when you finally see that nothing is missing, nothing is broken, nothing needs fixing in this moment. The only thing in your way is the constant voice inside your head telling you otherwise. You don't need to silence your mind completely. You just need to stop identifying with it. Stop letting every thought dictate who you are and how you feel. The mind is a tool, not a master. Use it when it serves you. Put it down when it doesn't. Because when you stop overthinking, when you stop clinging to the endless chatter, you open yourself to something greater than thought itself. You open yourself to living, to being, to freedom. And maybe that's what you've been searching for all along. Not another answer, not another thought, but the space beyond them. The place where you finally meet life as it is, untouched by fear, untouched by noise. That place is already here, waiting. All you have to do is let go. And when you finally let go, when you stop fighting every thought that rises, you begin to see something you've missed all along. Life was never against you. It was your own mind that created the battle. Every worry, every fear, every memory replayed 1,000 times. It wasn't life hurting you. It was thought wearing you down, convincing you that you are smaller than you are. The mind whispers that you're not enough, that you must control everything, that you must prepare for every possible future. But has that voice ever brought you peace? Or has it only kept you trapped in a cycle that steals your strength? The truth is simple, yet we resist it. You are not broken. You are not lost. The chaos is not who you are. It's only noise. Behind the noise, there is stillness. Behind the noise, there is clarity. But to find it, you must dare to release the grip you've held so tightly. You must stop treating every thought like it defines you. You must see that thoughts are only shadows, passing and fading, never permanent, never absolute. The real you exists in the space beyond them. And once you taste that freedom, even for a moment, you will wonder why you ever chained yourself to the prison of your own mind. Most people never reach this place. They spend their entire lives trapped in thought, convinced that happiness is something they'll think their way into. They replay regrets until their past consumes them. They fear futures that never even arrive. They live everywhere but here, and when their time runs out, they realize they never truly lived at all. That's the tragedy of overthinking. It robs you of the only thing you were ever promised, this moment. Every second you spend lost in the noise is a second you can never get back. That urgency should shake you, because life is not waiting for you to figure it out. It is passing by right now, with or without you. And yet the solution is not found in more effort, more control, more strategies. The solution is surrender. Not weakness, but courage. The courage to trust life enough to flow with it instead of against it. Imagine standing in a river. You can fight the current, exhaust yourself, and go nowhere. Or you can release, let the water carry you, and discover that it knows the way better than you do. That is presence. That is freedom. And it's available to you right now if you're willing to let go of the illusion that thinking more will save you. But letting go is not passive. It's powerful. It's choosing not to let the mind dominate you. It's choosing to step back and recognize the difference between awareness and thought. Awareness is vast. Thought is small. Awareness is infinite. Thought is limited. When you identify with awareness instead of thought, nothing can break you. Fear may rise, but you are not fear. Doubt may come, but you are not doubt. They move through you like storms across the sky, but the sky remains untouched, endless and free. That sky is who you are. This is not just philosophy, it is survival. Because overthinking doesn't just drain you, it destroys you. It steals your energy, poisons your joy, and blinds you to the beauty of life. How many opportunities have you lost because you hesitated, because you thought too much, because you couldn't silence the noise long enough to act? How many moments have you missed, staring into your own mind instead of stepping into the world before you? That is the cost of staying chained to thought. And if that cost doesn't wake you up, nothing will. You don't need another day wasted in your head. You don't need to keep carrying this weight. You don't need to keep postponing your life until your mind finally settles. Because here's the truth, it never will. The mind will always find more to chew on, more to fear, more to regret. If you wait for the noise to stop, you'll wait forever. The only way out is to rise above it, to see it for what it is, to recognize that the voice in your head is not the truth. It's just a voice. And you are the one listening. So breathe, step back, surrender, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because the longer you wait, the more life you lose. And life is far too precious to be wasted in endless thought. Let go, and you will see what has always been waiting for you: clarity, freedom, and the power to live fully here and now. Every moment you waste in thought is a moment you never get back. That truth is heavy, but it's also urgent. You don't have endless time to figure life out. You don't have forever to sit on the sidelines of your own existence, waiting for the right answers to appear in your head. Your life is happening now. The clock is moving, whether you rise to meet it or not. And if you let overthinking keep you frozen, then you're not living. You're only existing, trapped in a loop that never ends. The greatest danger of constant thinking is not that it fills your mind. It's that it empties your life. It takes the beauty out of the sunrise because you're too busy worrying about tomorrow. It steals the warmth of connection because you're replaying what you should have said yesterday. It blinds you to the opportunities right in front of you because you're busy chasing answers in your head. And when the years pass, when you look back, the pain will not come from what you failed to think through. The pain will come from everything you failed to experience. You know this already. You felt it in the pit of your stomach, that hollow ache that whispers, I'm missing something. And you are. You're missing this moment, this breath, this chance to step fully into life. Because the truth is, you don't need more thinking. You need more living. You don't need to analyze another detail. You need to step forward, act, trust, and see where life takes you. Thought will never give you certainty. It can't. The only certainty comes when you decide to live anyway. Fear will scream, doubt will echo, but neither fear nor doubt has power unless you hand it to them. Every time you stop yourself because of a thought, you are handing your power away. Every time you retreat into your mind instead of moving with your heart, you shrink. And life is not meant for shrinking. Life is meant for expansion, for stepping into the unknown, for trusting that the ground will appear beneath your feet even if you can't see it yet. That trust is the doorway to freedom. That leap is what ends the cycle of overthinking once and for all. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You don't need to wait until the noise in your head is gone. You don't need to wait for perfect clarity. Clarity comes through action, not before it. Peace is discovered in the living, not in the thinking. The voice in your head will always tell you to wait. It will always find another reason to hold back. But if you obey it, you will lose your life in the waiting. And that loss is far more terrifying than anything you fear might happen if you just take the step. So take it, take the risk, step into the unknown. Let yourself be carried by something greater than thought. Because you are greater than your thoughts. You are deeper than the noise. You are the awareness that watches it all. The stillness beneath the storm. The sky behind the clouds. And once you see that, once you stop identifying with every voice that rises in your head, you become unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because you no longer waste your strength fighting battles that only existed in your mind. This is your chance. Right now, not someday, not later. Now, break the cycle before it steals more from you. Stop letting overthinking dictate your life. Stop letting fear write your story. You have the power to step out of the prison of thought and into the freedom of presence. Don't wait for the noise to quiet. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the moment. This is the only moment you'll ever have. And if you're brave enough to let go, if you're bold enough to live without waiting, you'll find what you've been searching for all along. Freedom, clarity, and the life you were meant to live. Every second you hesitate, every moment you delay, life keeps moving without you. The clock doesn't wait. The world doesn't pause until you're ready. And if you keep giving in to the endless noise in your head, you will wake up one day and realize that life has passed you by. That truth should shake you to your core. Because the danger of overthinking isn't just stress. It's the death of your potential. It's the quiet thief that steals your time, your energy, your purpose, and leaves you with nothing but regret. Regret is heavier than failure. Failure at least means you tried. Regret means you never even began. And regret doesn't go away. It sits inside you whispering, reminding you of what you could have done, who you could have been, what you could have lived if only you had stopped overthinking. That weight can break a person. It can hollow them out until all that remains is longing for a life they never had the courage to live. And if you don't make a change now, that will be your future. You don't want to live that way. You don't want to look back and wonder where your years went. You don't want to see your dreams gathering dust while you stayed locked in the same cycle, replaying the same thoughts, too afraid to step out. Deep down, you know you're meant for more. You feel it in your bones. That pull, that hunger, it's not random. It's life calling you forward. It's a reminder that you are not here to be a prisoner of your own mind. You are here to rise above it, to live, to act, to expand beyond the limits you've accepted for far too long. But to rise, you must decide. You must draw a line and refuse to waste another moment trapped in fear. You must see the truth. The voice in your head is not protecting you. It is chaining you. It keeps you safe, yes, but safe is just another word for stuck. Safe is just another word for small. And you were not created to be small. You were created to step into the unknown, to embrace the fire of uncertainty, to discover the strength and power that only reveal themselves when you act. Action is the antidote to overthinking. Not more thought, not more analysis. Action, movement, boldness. Even if you don't feel ready, even if you don't feel certain, take the step. The moment your feet hit the ground, the fog begins to lift. The moment you decide, life responds. Doors open that you couldn't see before. Strength rises that you didn't know you had. Because life rewards those who move, not those who hesitate. This is the choice in front of you. Remain chained to the endless cycle of thought, or step into the freedom that comes from action. One leads to regret, the other leads to possibility. And every moment you delay is another moment slipping into the hands of regret. This is why the urgency is real. This is why you cannot afford to wait. Because your future is being decided right now by whether you continue thinking yourself in circles or whether you break free and step forward. You don't need to know how it all ends. You don't need to see every detail. You just need the courage to move. The mind will always demand more answers, but life doesn't require answers. It requires presence, faith, and action. And once you step into that, once you let go of the need to think your way into safety, you will realize that you've had the power all along. The power to stop feeding the noise. The power to stop letting fear dictate your every move. The power to live with clarity, with freedom, with strength. This is your moment. No one can live it for you. No one can silence the noise but you. Stop waiting, stop doubting, stop letting your mind steal the only thing that truly belongs to you. Your life. Step forward. Breathe deeply and live as though you are free, because the truth is, you always were. The only thing standing in your way was the belief that you weren't, and now that you see it, you can never go back. You have to understand that the life you want will not wait for you. It will not pause until your mind feels ready. It is moving, right now, with or without you. Every second you hesitate, every moment you hold back, you are losing ground. And the truth is, nothing is more painful than realizing you had the chance to live fully, but chose instead to stay trapped in the endless loop of your own thoughts. That pain of knowing you wasted your potential is sharper than any failure you could face. Failure is not the enemy. Overthinking is, because failure gives you lessons. Failure builds you, sharpens you, forces you to grow. But overthinking keeps you paralyzed. It convinces you that if you think just a little more, you'll find safety. But safety is a lie. Safety is nothing but slow death. The world doesn't reward those who wait for perfect certainty. It rewards those who step into the storm with courage. And if you keep waiting for the storm to pass, you'll spend your whole life standing still, while everything you've ever wanted drifts further out of reach. There is no more time to waste. Your future is not created tomorrow. It is created right here, in this moment, by the choices you make. You can choose to shrink, to give in to fear, to stay locked inside your head. Or you can choose to rise, to act, to step forward, even when your thoughts scream at you to stay small. That choice will define you. That choice will decide whether you live free or whether you die with regret. Think about what's at stake. Every dream you've carried, every vision you've had for your life, every glimpse of the person you know you could become. It all depends on whether you stop overthinking and start living you don't have forever. You don't even have tomorrow promised to you. You only have now. This breath, this heartbeat, this chance to step into who you are meant to be. And if you don't take it, if you keep waiting, you're not just wasting time. You're throwing away your life. You don't need another plan. You don't need another excuse. You don't need to sit around hoping for clarity. You need to move. You need to decide that your freedom is worth more than your fear. You need to stop letting your mind bully you into paralysis and start reclaiming your power. Because the truth is, the mind will never stop coming up with reasons why you shouldn't act. It will always find another fear, another doubt, another problem to solve. If you let it, it will own you until your last breath. But you are not a prisoner unless you accept the chains. You are not weak unless you surrender your strength. You are not lost unless you stop moving forward. The key is already in your hands. It always has been. The question is, will you use it? Will you unlock the door and walk into the life you're meant to live? Or will you stay where you are, staring at the same walls, repeating the same cycle, until time runs out. The answer has to come now, not tomorrow, not when things feel easier, not when the noise in your head quiets down. Now, because waiting has already cost you enough. The years behind you are proof of what happens when you let overthinking control you. Do not let the years ahead become more of the same. This is your moment to break the pattern, to reclaim your life, to stop living in hesitation and start living in truth. You are stronger than the thoughts that haunt you. You are bigger than the fears that whisper in your mind. You are more powerful than the lies that tell you to wait. And the moment you choose to act, the moment you decide to rise, everything changes. Life opens up, the weight lifts, the noise loses its grip, and you finally feel what it means to be free. This is what you've been searching for all along, not another thought, but the courage to step beyond thought. That courage is already inside you. All you have to do is use it. You don't rise by chance, you rise by choice. Every day you're given the chance to either let life push you around, or to stand tall and push back. The difference between those who remain stuck and those who transform their lives is simple. One group waits for change, the other creates it. You have that same power inside you right now, but it's buried under doubt, fear, and hesitation. You've convinced yourself that tomorrow will be the day you start. But tomorrow is nothing more than today's excuse. If you don't decide now, nothing will shift. Think about the moments you've been tested, the times you felt broken, unseen, or unworthy. Those weren't signs of weakness, they were invitations to grow. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is the raw material of strength. Every struggle you've faced has shaped a sharper version of you, but you've been so focused on surviving that you've forgotten you were being built. You've been through fire, but instead of being burned, you were being forged. If you can survive your lowest point, then you can climb to your highest. But you must act. Stop waiting for confidence to arrive. Confidence is not what gets you moving, action is. Once you take the first step, confidence follows. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need permission. The world doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards movement. Every second you delay is another second you hand over to fear. If you want to change, start walking before you feel ready. Clarity comes from motion, not from overthinking. Look at the people you admire, the ones who seem unstoppable. They're not different from you. They simply refuse to stay where they were. They turned discipline into habit and habit into destiny. They were willing to look foolish at first, willing to fail, willing to be misunderstood because they knew growth demands discomfort. That's the price. You can pay it now or you can pay later with regret, but either way you will pay. And regret is the heaviest debt of all. It lingers, it whispers in your ear at night, reminding you of the chances you never took, the strength you never discovered, the life you could have lived. Do not let that be your story. Do not trade the fire inside you for comfort that leads nowhere. You will never regret giving everything you have, but you will regret letting fear make your decisions. There is a version of you waiting on the other side of discipline, of courage, of relentless focus, a version of you that does not flinch when storms come, a version of you that carries peace in chaos, strength in weakness, faith in uncertainty. That version is not a dream, it's your duty to become it. The only way forward is to act as if you already are that person. Speak like them, move like them, decide like them, and soon you will be them. Life is short. Every day you wait, you gamble with time you will never get back. The clock doesn't pause when you hesitate. The world doesn't slow down while you think about it. You are either stepping into your power, or you are watching it slip through your fingers. Don't confuse motion with progress. Don't let busy work replace purpose. Focus, decide who you want to be, and chase it with everything in you. This is not about being perfect. This is about refusing to quit. It's about standing up one more time than you fall. It's about looking in the mirror and declaring that nothing and nobody will break you. You are stronger than you think, closer than you believe, and more capable than you've ever allowed yourself to admit. The battle is not out there, it is within you. Once you conquer your mind, the rest of the world follows. So rise now. Take the step you've been delaying. Speak the words you've been holding back. Start the work you've been avoiding. Discipline your mind, fuel your spirit, and build yourself into someone unshakable. Do it with urgency. Do it with fire. Do it because your life depends on it. Because it does. Every day you wake up, you are faced with two choices. You can remain the same, repeating the cycle that drains your spirit, or you can rise and take control of the life that belongs to you. Deep down, you know you were not created to live small. You were not made to settle for mediocrity, to live under the weight of fear, or to let doubt run your life. You were created to conquer, to rise above, to shape your reality with strength, discipline, and faith. That power has been with you all along, but it waits for you to claim it. Think about the times you've been knocked down. Think about the moments you felt like quitting, when nothing seemed to work, when your heart was heavy and your hope was faint. You're still here. That means you are stronger than you think. Every scar you carry is proof that you did not break. Every obstacle that tried to destroy you has only sharpened you. Life was not punishing you, it was preparing you. The pain you've endured is not wasted, it is fuel. And now is the time to turn that fuel into fire. Do not let fear dictate the direction of your life. Fear is a liar. Fear tells you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that the timing isn't right. But if you listen to fear, you give away your destiny. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite it. Take the step even if your hand shakes. Speak even if your voice trembles. Act even if your heart races. That is how strength is built, one courageous decision at a time. You cannot afford to waste another day waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. And if you don't act now, when will you? Time does not stop for hesitation. Each day you delay is another day lost, another opportunity buried, another chance stolen by fear. Life will not wait for you. You must decide that enough is enough, that your future is worth fighting for, that you will no longer be a prisoner to your own excuses. The people you admire, the ones who live with power and clarity, they weren't given more chances than you. They chose differently. They chose to discipline their minds when comfort called. They chose to move when it was easier to stand still. They chose to sacrifice temporary pleasures for lasting greatness. And you can do the same. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Every time you resist distraction, every time you silence doubt, every time you push through fatigue, you lay another brick in that bridge. Keep building. You must see yourself as already becoming the person you want to be. Walk with the posture of someone who has already won. Think with the focus of someone who refuses to lose. Speak with the confidence of someone who knows where they are going. This is not pretending. This is training your mind to believe. And once the mind believes, the body follows, the actions align, and the results come. You are not waiting on the world to crown you. You are crowning yourself through your choices, your effort, and your persistence. Understand this. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you dream about. It is your responsibility, and that is your power. Because once you accept that it's all on you, you stop waiting. And you start building. You stop complaining and you start creating. You stop blaming and you start becoming. Freedom comes the moment you realize you are both the problem and the solution. The time for hesitation is over. The time for fear is over. You have been given this moment to rise, to fight, to break through every wall standing in your way. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for guarantees. Start moving with fire, with urgency, with determination that refuses to quit. Your future self is begging you not to waste this chance. The world is waiting for your strength, your voice, your greatness. So rise now, step forward, claim what is already yours, and never ever turn back.